Hello, Chiefs Kingdom, and welcome to the MKE Chiefs Cast live from the Wolfden Special Edition, where I will be talking Chiefs fan tourist guide to Tampa, Florida. Any fans heading down to the big game, this one is certainly for you. I want to start by saying that I have been to the Omni Arena where the Tampa Bay Lightning play, and it's great. When I made a comment in one of the latest Smack Talk editions about the Lightning not closing the deal, I made a huge mistake by omitting their bubble Stanley Cup win, which is a big mistake on my part, and it's also their second time hoisting Lord Stanley's Cup. I can assure you that when I made that mistake, there is no way that I was getting on a talk about an NFL football podcast and confusing last season with any of the three of the past 10 seasons where the Lightning missed the playoffs completely, like 2012, 2013, and 2017. I'm also 100% sure that I wasn't thinking of any of the three conference finals losses to the class of the Northeast in, like 2011, 2016, and 2018. Also, there is no way that I was confused about that Cup finals loss in 2015. And finally, I definitely did not have any thoughts in my head whatsoever about that 2019 President's Trophy winning 128-point season, which is a huge amount, by the way. That was immediately followed by the Columbus Blue Jackets bouncing them in 4 games, which I believe in hockey is called a sweep. So anyway, I totally don't remember any of those season endings, and I'm sure that neither do any of my friends that are in Tampa. So anyway, um, I actually really do love the city of Tampa. It's my absolute favorite place in Florida. And so I want to talk about some of my favorite spots. And I actually got some help from not only Dan, who was in that Smack Talk edition that I was talking about, but also my friend Seth, who's coming up in a future Smack Talk edition. So before we get into it, we are presented by Complete Weddings and Events, your leading provider of photo, video, DJ, photo booth lighting, and coordination services. And let's get right into all the places in Tampa that you absolutely have to go if you're coming down as a fan of the Chiefs that's looking to take in the Super Bowl and also take in what Tampa has to offer. Let's work. All right. So the place that you're probably going to find anyway that I'm just simply going to validate, Burn Steakhouse. This place, if you look at their website, it says they have perfectly aged steaks and one of the largest wine selections in the world. This is truly a venerable location, not only in Tampa, but in the state of Florida. And this is a place to go if you want the meal for the ages. Of course, this place is as cheap as it sounds. So know that you're getting into a high class restaurant. So then let's talk about the next thing, which is the Cuban sandwich. The Cuban sandwich is the absolute pride of Tampa. And so I'm going to talk about a place that Dan actually mentioned, the Stone Soup Company in Ybor City, and we're going to talk about Ybor City a little bit more too. But the Stone Soup Company is a great place to get a Cuban sandwich, and you can see them at X Soup for You, and that's the number for you.com, and they can be found at 1919 East 7th Street in Tampa, Florida. My personal favorite is a place called Bricado's. It's a little bit off of the out of downtown beaten path, and it's BROCATO's sandwichshop.com. It's 5021 East Columbus Drive. So you can go there, you can get a Cuban sandwich, you can get devil crabs, which is a bunch of Dungeness crab meat that's put into this giant ball and fried, and also stuffed potatoes, which are like chili stuffed potatoes. So biggest thing there, come hungry. This place is just a go gorge yourself local establishment. I was taken there by a local when I traveled there for work. It's the place that I always make sure to go to when I'm in Tampa. And I don't know if this is still the case in COVID. It looks like they're taking online orders, but I totally remember paying cash by necessity every time that I've been there. So the next thing that I want to mention is Ybor City, and that's YBOR. So Ybor City, and it's YborCityOnline.com. So YBORCITY online.com, and that's how you can look at that entire area. This is the cool, hip, trendy place to go. My favorite restaurant, and this is actually a place that Dan brought up as well, the Columbia restaurant. You can get a Cuban sandwich there on their website. They claim to be the oldest restaurant in Florida, same family owning since 1905. This place is a time capsule, and I mean that in the most affectionate way. It just has this total, just lost in time look to the place, and the food is incredible. Great Spanish food of all different cuisine types. So let's get into some other food spots. So Dan gave me a specific place on Dale Mabry Highway, the Yummy House for Chinese food. So that's YHSC or YHS ChinaBistro.com. YHS ChinaBistro.com is 302 North Dale Mabry Road, and place is great for Chinese food. The next place that he mentioned, this is north, way above town, but totally worth going to. Mr. Dunderback's for German food, and it's also a great place to go get some good German beer. And so that's DUNDERBAKS beer.com, and that's on 14929 Bruce B. Downs Boulevard. The sports bar to go to if you're looking to take the place or take the game in without actually going there. It's the Press Box Sports Bar. This is where everybody's going to be watching. So it's pressboxsports.com, and that's at 222 South Dow Mabry Highway. And then Charlie's Steakhouse is another place where you can go grab some good food. This place is a Florida staple. It's www.charliesteakhouse.com, and 4444 West Cypress Street is where you can go to eat there. The Irish Pub downtown is Four Greens. They have multiple locations, including in the Omley Arena that we talked about, but fourgreensfields.com and Platt Street, 205 West Platt Street, downtown Tampa is the place to go. That is your Irish pub. So let's talk about some other things. I would be very remiss to be part of a anything that comes out of Wisconsin and not talk about a brewery. So Cigar City Brewing is my favorite. The High Ale is my absolute favorite beer that they have. So go to 3924 West Spruce Street in Tampa or cigarcitybrewing.com. And then I also have to bring up Odyssey 2001. It's a strip club, so if that's your thing, by all means check it out. But they also have a repurposed Future House as their VIP lounge, so it's an iconic Tampa just place to look at, and definitely something worth thinking about. And then let's talk about the Tampa Riverwalk downtown. So go to tampariverwalk.com, and you can do literally anything you want to down by the water. There's all kinds of businesses. There's fun stuff for families of all ages. It's full of fun and dining. And then let's also talk about the Florida Aquarium. Go to flaquarium.org. And so think about this. This place is the Super Bowl of aquariums. It is right there on the water. It's in Florida. Florida is a Super Bowl of water places. It's the Super Bowl of aquariums. And then finally, you can't go to Florida without going to the beach. Of course, check out the Clearwater Beach. And then two last things that I'm going to mention. If you're down there and you're a fan of the Tiger King, the Big Cat Rescue at bigcatrescue.org is on 12802 Easy Street in Tampa. So go check out the Big Cat Rescue if you want to see what that's all about. And then, of course, the last thing that I have to bring up at Al Lang Stadium, which is home to the Tampa Bay Rowdies, I believe, you can see Blaine Howard, who is a Northwest Arkansas based musician, or Northwest Arkansas born musician, who was based in Nashville and wrote the song Run It Back. There's all kinds of renditions out there about it. It is the Chiefs anthem of this season, and he is going to be playing there on both February 6th and 7th. You can go to fergalicious.barbecue.com to get more information about buying tickets to that event. So the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and share my screen so I can show you on a map what this looks like. And as you can see right here, pretty much everything that I was talking about is located downtown. Ybor City is just a little west of downtown, but you got your Press Box, you got your Charlie's, you got your Cigar City Brewing, you got Raymond James Stadium, which is, of course, where the Super Bowl's going off. You got the Riverwalk, you got Four Greens, everything. So Ricardo's is a little bit out to the east, and as I said, Thunderbacks is a little up to the north. And then, of course, I have to show you what the Run It Back barbecue tour looks like. So again, go to fergalicious.barbecue.com and make sure that you go see Blaine Howard before you take in the Super Bowl. And with that, good night, Chiefs Kingdom. Go Chiefs. Beat those Bucks.